Hi there, Coast to Coast friends. Matthew from Inman here. And I wanted to talk to you today about Hacker Connect. We're putting the final touches to a lot of our ICSF scheduling this week, and really happy to share a lot of that stuff with you guys through video on Facebook. And specifically for Hacker, our theme this year is to really double down on the voice of the user, to really develop a schedule that's about getting at user needs, solving for user problems, and looking at everything through the lens of the user, and developing products that are sort of tailored and sort of solve problems for users. This is a particular passion point for me. Obviously, I work really closely with developers and designers here at Inman, so I'm particularly interested in this one. So on Tuesday, the 17th of July, from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., we're gonna get into it, and the importance of sort of thinking about the user and sort of what we're calling product centric for customer first as our theme is a really timely one. I think there's a lot of software that's starting to become very important in terms of investment, in terms of how agents work with their customers, and Hacker is really a look around the corner. In terms of what's coming, what's on the mind of developers, how the big guys are shaping up and sort of starting to work with technology and software, how they think about themselves sometimes as software companies. And I think, as the world sort of increasingly thinks about itself as an on-demand service, this gap between sort of what's expected from the customer and what real estate products can actually provide, in many instances is getting wider and wider. And Hacker Connect in particular is sort of like, well, how do we get at that? How do we solve for that? How do we make our services better and better? So you got about 400 people in the room, like the best and sort of sharpest minds in the industry, from the tech community, from sort of developers, engineers, designers, IT directors, and they're going to get into this kind of topic and really sort of start to solve for these problems together. I think. When I look at the agenda, there's some amazing things built for that particular day. Katie Ragusa, the VP of Product from Tribus, is going to be doing a lot of the moderating for us. We've got Tavi Truman from Rocket Your Biz. We've got some interesting sessions. One of them is called "How the Big Dogs Are Handling the Biggest Interoperability and Integration Challenges." Integration is obviously like this massive sort of thing that a lot of people are working on at the moment. So we have Scott Petronas from eXp Realty, who have been in the news a lot recently, and Josh Team, the Chief Innovation Officer from Keller Williams. They're going to be chatting together. There's a look at blockchain. There's a look at dealing with the MLS, which is obviously like on everyone's mind this year in particular, as a lot of MLS consolidation happens. How to work smarter with APIs, which is like a really big deal for brokerages. Voice assistants, the guys from Voice to Pro are going to be talking at Hacker Connect. Obviously, a lot of us have Alexa and Google Home and sort of are getting used to having those kind of things in our kitchens these days. So what does all that mean for real estate? And then there's some really interesting afternoon breakout sessions where we really wanted to make this thing really hands-on in terms of learning opportunities and sort of bringing your problem to Connect and actually getting it solved from a developer's perspective, like how to sort of learn from the best, like how are other people solving for a lot of these software problems, a lot of these integration problems, a lot of these sort of product and user-centric problems as well. So in terms of the schedule, it's a very packed schedule. There's some amazing things there. How to get feedback on your product there. Addie from Keller Williams is going to be talking with Katie about that. That's a particularly interesting one for me because obviously we love to hear from you guys. So how to get in front of users, how to get insights on the best practices for customer feedback and testing, and how to work with a budget, those kind of things. How to roll out products successfully. That's a huge challenge for any brokerage that's actually sort of building things, whether that's in the app space or in the CMS space. And then there's this sort of lot of this sort of hands-on problem solving going on in the afternoon. And then to wrap it all up, there's actually going to be a great networking event at the end of the day at the Thirsty Bear Brewing Company on Howard Street, which is open to all registered Hacker Connect attendees as well. So that's like a nice way to sort of finish up the day there too, after all that learning, and sort of continue the problem solving over a nice couple of beers there. So Tuesday, 17th of July, 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Hacker Connect at ICS CSF. Don't forget, and this is the important thing right here at the end, tickets are $2.99 at the moment, but we're running a Memorial Day sale where you can get $150 off of your tickets. So you can actually go for $149, which is actually a really, really great deal. So thanks for stopping by and checking out the information about Hacker Connect. Can't wait to see you all in July in San Francisco. And you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.